from Skycity, this is Miss Universe New Zealand. The finalists are here, and this is the grand final. From 20 to 10 to 5 and then 1. Who will be Miss Universe New Zealand 2018? Who will represent us on the international stage and drive away in the brand new Citroen C3? Will it be Joyce Cassidy-Lee, Jess Taylor, Milena Tarian, Ruby Hunt, Neera Vasanthan, Lucy Brock, Promise Royal, Abigail Curd, Latafale Ovar, Estelle Curd, Jamie Wiggins, Amber Lee Freese, Jewel Harris, Priyana Prasad, Lauren Reynolds, Ella Morgan, Tiara Hunt, Marina Kere, or Nurul Shamsul. Only one can wear the crown and become Miss Universe New Zealand 2018, with performances from Le ART, Razé, Frankie Stevens and Russell Dixon. This is it, the grand final of Miss Universe New Zealand 2018. Live from Skycity, this is Miss Universe New Zealand. The finalists are here, and this Stiletto Camp 2018. This was where it all began. Each contestant was put through their paces by photographer Alan Raga. For many, it was their first time in front of the camera, but you know what? You'd never know. Then it's time for our choreographer, Jane Strickland, to put everyone through their paces. Literally. Walking classes. Yep, I know. You thought we all mastered it at 18 months. But not in heels. Teaching the tips and tricks around flawless makeup, Ivana Patterson. And with a team from Samala Robinson on hand, you couldn't be in better hands. The contestants learn about skincare, nutrition, styling, media skills, all from our visiting experts. And after all that, it's a wrap for Stiletto Camp. Because then, the top 20 are chosen.
Good evening and welcome to the live stream of Miss Universe New Zealand 2018. I'm Tania Dawson. Now, you might remember me. I was Miss Universe New Zealand 2016. I represented New Zealand in the Philippines at the international final, which was great because my mother is Filipino. Now, back then I was teaching drama to high school students here in Auckland, but now I'm in fact living in Manila, pursuing my career as a model and actress. Tonight though, I've returned here to Auckland to be a judge at Miss Universe New Zealand and also to be your host for this pre-show live stream. Now, the show proper will start at 8 PM New Zealand time in just under an hour. But before then, we're going to take a look at the finalists' recent trip to Thailand, and we're also going to celebrate some of the incredible entertainment we've enjoyed at the grand finals over the years. First up though, let's head back to June and enjoy the first broadcast that aired from Thailand from the 2018 finalist retreat.
Kia ora and welcome to Thailand, to the Miss Universe New Zealand finalist retreat. We've arrived, it's hot, and boy have we packed an enormous amount into our first 4 days. But you don't want to hear from me, do you? You don't want to hear about it from me. You want to see our finalists because it's their finalist retreat. So first up, Jewel, come in, tell us all about what happened when we arrived.
So as soon as we got there, we were treated like princesses.
Welcome to Thailand.
They put leis over us. They escorted us through the airport. We got through the VIP lane and all the staff were dressed in gold and we took photographs.
It's pretty cool. Like, it's this thing Thai Elite, so it's for like rock stars and politicians and princes and Miss Universe New Zealand finalists. It's kind of cool. Didn't have to queue in customs, straight all the way through. And then you walk out into the atmosphere and what hits you first?
The heat. It's just like, it's crazy, just tropical heat. And but the best thing was going into the air-conditioned bus.
You've got to remember, Jewel, everyone watching at home is like in winter. Sorry about that. It's really, really hot here. And then we arrived at our hotel at the Princess Pathan, which was just fantastic too.
They put leis over our head as well and treated us like princesses again. We were sat down, they gave us drinks, and they were just so happy for us to be there. It was amazing.
Thank you, Jewel. And that particular evening just went on and on. We kind of got in, threw our bags into the room, and then we were off again, weren't we?
Yeah. No.
This is Jess, by the way. Sorry, I should introduce you. It's Jess. Yeah, if you don't know her before. All right, and so then what did we do?
So then we went on a train. It was a sky train, so it was up quite high, which was really cool. And then we went straight onto a boat, which was like a water taxi that went to Asiatique, which is where the big Ferris wheel is. Yeah,
the big Ferris wheel. But, you know, the thing about like travelling on SkyTrain, very important because, you know, you're above the traffic. There's quite a lot of traffic in Bangkok. Going on the river, again, no traffic. Because, tell them about the traffic. The traffic's pretty stink in Bangkok.
The traffic's worse in Auckland. I thought Auckland traffic was worse, but you can't beat Bangkok's traffic.
So then we were at Asiatique. It's kind of a bit like Fisherman's Wharf in San Francisco, if you've been there. It's kind of cool. And there's lots of restaurants. We had a lovely meal. But big wheel. Very cool big wheel. I'm
scared of heights, but I still went on the Ferris wheel. I was absolutely terrified, but the view was phenomenal. It was worth it, even though I was shaking and hiding my head most of the time.
It's high, it's everything high. It is.
And then home, and we were home late, and then everyone really just hit the hay, didn't they? Thank you, Jess, because the next day it was all about fitness. It was all about the hotel we were staying in, the Princess. They decided to run this kind of Miss Olympic mini pageant. What was that like, Ruby?
It was hard. I think a lot of the girls maybe weren't quite used to it. I myself am a bit of a gym bunny, but it was hard, especially in the humidity and the heat, what we're dealing with at the moment.
They kind of set this program up and they were judging, weren't they?
Yeah, so it was split up into about 3 categories. So we did the fitness photo shoot first off, where you had to get your friends and family or anyone really who followed the page to comment your number. And then it was on the fashion show as well, and then the circuit, which was the hard bit.
And Ruby's just omitting here, you placed, didn't you?
I did. I was fortunate enough to become second runner-up with Tiara, who was first runner-up, and Estelle, who took out the title that day.
And they all got a freebie stay back at the Princess in Bangkok. She got a free stay, a couple of nights, very swish rooms. Just got to find the flight. Yeah. Come back with us next year. No, who knows? Who knows? That's another competition. Let's get this year out of the way. And then, what do we do next? I can't remember what we do. What do we do?
We ate a lot of food. We had lunch at Novotel, so that was a lot of fun, and it was really pretty actually. It was quite a modern hotel. They've set up a backdrop, but the prettiest things were the green mango boats and all of the sticky mango rice boats that they prepared for us.
Sticky rice, big thing here, isn't it? They love the kind of coconut bits, but they had all these really authentic little delicacies.
They had little shots of Caesar salads. They had other parts, but the best part was probably the chocolate fondue, which was really, really yum.
We're going to talk a bit more about food later. Thank you, Larissa. All right, and then next day, where did we head to? We headed to the temple, did we not? Fantastic. Now, this is a massive, massive temple. Jamie, you tell me a bit more about it and what we did there.
Oh, it was absolutely amazing. So we came in and we got changed into the traditional white cloth.
Welcome to Dhammakaya Temple. สวัสดีค่ะ ยินดีต้อนรับสู่วัดพระธรรมกายค่ะ
And then we went on to do some meditation. I felt amazing. It was so good. It was enlightening just to be able to sit down and think and empty your mind and really get into that mindset that the teaching Buddhist was really trying to push onto us, which is it was incredible, honestly. The best thing I've ever done.
Wow, we'll top that. All right, now I'm going to talk to Amber Lee, who's going to tell us a little bit more about that whole experience, because this place was big, was it not?
Oh, it was massive. If I'm correct, I think it was one of the largest in Thailand.
I think you're right. They built like a number of stadiums and a number of sort of sacred places and temples within the big sort of complex. How many people could go into that big one? They get 500,000 people into the stadium. And then we had this incredible lunch.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was a massive, massive platter. Every single different Thai food that you could think of. We had about 3 different selections for each different course. And then we actually got to experience something that I think changed my life. When we got to go in and make a wish with the Buddha, the 1-ton gold Buddha. As soon as you walk into the room, it's just like an overwhelming feeling of happiness and just feeling cleansed from the inside out. And the monks, they promote creating world peace through inner peace, and it really correlates when you walk through that building, because it just is an overwhelming sensation of happiness and gratitude towards everything.
And the amazing thing about it is they're so up to it, that they're so onto it, that like they're all on social media now. So you can actually meditate with them on Facebook, and they kind of do it all over the world. We were involved in something with them last year called the Global Light of Peace. It's kind of all really very 21st century. So thank you, Amber. Absolutely terrific stuff. Well worth a visit. Then we headed back into Bangkok, and we went to relax, didn't we, Neera?
Yes, so we went to Let's Relax, which is a massage place, and it was actually my first time getting a massage, so it was pretty cool to get a Thai massage because it's a lot more intense than normal massages. Yeah.
It is intense. It's not sort of, namby-pamby, is it? It's like, do you want a sports one? No, I don't want a sports one. Because they're kind of, the elbows, and then they get in. But how'd you feel afterward?
It was amazing. The precision in every single move. Like, we got a full massage from toe to our heads, and it was absolutely amazing, especially after a long flight. Walking around in heels every single day, I think we definitely needed it.
Thank you, Neera. Terrific. And then, of course, straight after that, well, it was time to eat again, and we had a beautiful meal. This was the Mandarin Hotel, which it's been there forever in Bangkok. We had a great meal, and we actually sent the camera team into the kitchen, and they watched them, where you could choose your meal, and then they cook it for you. But we do more than just eat on this trip. We are here to do our swimwear calendar. It's one of the things we do. Come in and join me, Abby. And Narelle's joining me too. So there's been a lot of talk about swimwear and beauty pageants, and how Miss America now have kicked off the bikini parade from their live show. Yeah, we did that 6 years ago. Just no one paid much attention to us. We kind of led the world. We have swimwear, and it's in context, because it's swimwear next to a pool, no high heels. So first up, I'm going to talk to Abby. You did your swimwear shoot. Have you ever done a swimwear shoot before?
Yes, I have.
There you go. And how was this one?
This one I felt a little bit more comfortable. Like, the people that were around me were a lot more like, you're doing really good, and they were really comforting and really like encouraging that I was doing a good job.
But you were kind of perched on some rocks, weren't you? That was pretty challenging.
Yeah, balancing is not a key thing for me. It was a wee bit hard when they were trying to, stand in a particular way, and it's like, okay, and let me count to 3 and get it there and take it when I'm ready. But it was really good because everyone was really helpful.
Terrific. Thank you, Abby. Now, let me just, we'll go back into that swimwear because, you know, there's so much talk about beauty pageants and what they are and what they're not and who can enter and who can't. Well, this is Nurul, who's one of our finalists this year. And Nurul, I think you're a great example of how inclusive Miss Universe New Zealand is. You did the swimwear shoot. We picked up some swimwear that you would wear within your religious beliefs. And you had fun doing it, yeah?
Yeah, I had so much fun doing the photo shoot. I've never done a photo shoot before, so it was a really great experience.
So, for you, entering Miss Universe, you know, people are going to look and go, Nurul, she's wearing a hijab. That's kind of different. What turned you on to, you know, to entering a pageant like Miss Universe?
I really like the values that Miss Universe has. I believe that it aligns with my values that I have, because it's all about being confidently beautiful, and I hope to make girls all confident with their own beauty.
Now, Nurul, you can share with us a bit. You're Malay original, or you've got Malaysian heritage here, and you've kind of shared a bit of this back in Malaysia, haven't you? And it's gone a bit weird. It's gone like kind of crazy. I mean, some of the media there. You got what were you trending? What was that about?
So one morning I woke up and all of a sudden I was tagged in a lot of Instagram pages, and then later on the day we were at Rainbow Zen, and then my friend's like, "You're trending on Twitter," and I'm just like, "What? No way." And then she sent me the link, and then I'm just like, I'm trending on Twitter. And then a couple of hours later the news got onto it, and it just went viral and everybody shared it and everything like that.
I know, they even put my ugly mug on Malaysian news. I didn't know what it was all about. Thank you, Nurul, I'm glad you're having a great time. Alright, so Jamie, you're back. She's back to talk about more food. Yes, we do actually. We've got to have a lunch and a dinner every day, which is kind of cool because you sweat it out and, you know, you just need that energy to keep going. We went to a beautiful hotel called the Heritage, did we not?
We did. It was amazing. We walked in and everything was set up beautifully. We even had placemats that were native lotus leaves, and everything was amazing. Everything was like decorated with leaves and flowers. Oh, I couldn't have been more impressed.
No, it was terrific, and it was the whole food, everything was really, really authentic as well. So, as if we hadn't enough food that day, thank you, Jamie, we then went cruising to Bangkok's on a river. Yeah, I don't know if you knew that, but it's on a river. It's on the Gulf, but it's on a beautiful river, and there are these cruise boats that go up and down, and we went on one, which was a pretty epic night.
It most certainly was, and we certainly learned that a few of the girls have very impressive talents.
And what else was great about the cruise? There was that authentic try dancing, and of course you get to head all the way through Bangkok and see all the lights and everything else.
Absolutely, we had the most amazing nighttime views. There's certainly something to be said about a city at nighttime.
There is something to be said about a city at nighttime. It is nighttime. We've literally just arrived in Pattaya. Oh my gosh, past my bedtime. We had a fantastic time, absolutely fantastic time in Bangkok. Really terrific. The hotel, Princess Hotel, you've seen the pictures. You'll see more and more pictures. Really, really 5-star luxury. A great place to stay. We cannot recommend it enough. And the hospitality, all the staff there were terrific. We're coming to see you again, I promise. And now we are at the Hard Rock in Pattaya. And you're going to see more about that and our travels in Pattaya in our next mini-sode. But for now, from all of us here in Thailand, it is... I've forgotten what we're going to say. Go on, girls.
Ka ka.
Kia ora, we'll see you next time.
Miss Universe New Zealand thanks Arture, Discover the Art of Nature, and Cathay Organics, where the products are all about beauty, purity and potency.
Now, I went on retreat in 2016 and 2017, and I can tell you that these trips are quite simply 5-star all the way. Our finalists are some of the luckiest in the world without any doubt. As a title holder, I travelled overseas 5 times during my year, and I got to drive a brand new car for the year of my reign. And this year's winner is no exception. Miss Universe New Zealand 2018 will drive away in a brand new Citroen C3, and they don't even have to speak French. Now, as I mentioned earlier, we have had some terrific entertainers join us over the years. And in 2015, we welcomed May Valley to the stage. They had just done rather well on X Factor. Let's take a look at what was truly a memorable performance.
He said, let's get out of this town, drive out of the city, away from the crowds. I said, heaven can't help me now, nothing lasts forever, but this is gonna take me down. He's so tall and handsome as hell, he's so bad, but he does it so well. I can see the end as it begins, my one condition is, say you'll remember me, standing in a nice dress, staring at the sunset, babe, red lips and rosy cheeks. Say you'll see me again, even if it's just in your wildest dreams. Wildest dreams. He said no one has to know what we do. His hands are in my hair, his clothes are in my room, and his voice is a familiar sound. Nothing lasts forever, but this is getting good now. He's so tall and handsome as hell, he's so bad, but he does it so well. And when we've had our very last kiss, my one request it is, say you'll remember me, standing in a nice dress, staring at the sunset, babe, red lips and rosy cheeks. Say you'll see me again, even if it's just in your wildest dreams. Wildest dreams. You see me in hindsight, tangled up with you all night, burning it down. Someday when you leave me, I bet these memories follow you around, follow you around. Say you'll remember me, standing in a nice dress, staring at the sunset, babe, red lips and rosy cheeks. Say you'll see me again, even if it's just pretend. Say you'll remember me, standing in a nice dress, staring at the sunset, babe, red lips and rosy cheeks. Say you'll see me again, even if it's just in your wildest dreams. Wildest dreams. Wildest dreams.
Now, another memorable moment for me was last year when I was asked to join magician Andre Vegas on stage for an illusion. I really didn't know what I was letting myself in for.
Andre, just before you go, we've got a bit of a problem. Just wondering, where's Tania?
I can't tell you that. They just said, come and make Miss Universe disappear.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you've done that. That's good. Yeah, but we actually need her back. She's got to crown the new winner later on tonight, so we sort of need her back.
Sorry, but no one told me.
Really?
Yeah, no, I mean, that's like a totally different illusion.
Ah.
And a totally different fee.
Really? Okay. Here's the CEO. He'll sort it out, I hope.
Look, Andre, mate. I mean, it's great. I mean, I love it, but that's your contract, and it says, make Miss Universe New Zealand disappear.
You did that?
Yeah, you've seen it.
Yeah, and we've missed off a reasonably vital part there. So, Andre, just, I don't know if you fancy a trip to Thailand or something like that.
Yeah, I'm sure we can work something.
I'm glad to say I did return after the commercial break, which is exactly what I'm going to do right now.
Inspired by you since 1919.
This is when you have to pinch yourself. Is this really happening? Yes, this is it, my moment. Thanks to world-class training, I now have the skills, knowledge, and a recognised qualification to turn my passion into a career. So tonight, it's for real, and it's just the start. When I can proudly say, I am a professional makeup artist.
Miss Universe New Zealand would like to acknowledge our sponsors. First and foremost, our Platinums. Citron, celebrating 100 years in 2020. Citron is style and flair. Cathy Organics, natural organic skincare. You've only got one skin, so take care of it. Arture, the very best from nature, will give you Medi-Spa results. JD Associates, specialists in graphic interior and architectural design, marketing and event management. The Pathumwan Princess Hotel, first-class accommodation in the heart of Bangkok, Thailand. The Hard Rock Hotel Pattaya, where they love and serve all. And ain't that the rock and roll truth? We thank our premier partners. Tourism Thailand experts, connecting Miss Universe New Zealand to the sights, sounds and adventures of Bangkok and Pattaya. The Raston Collection swimwear that makes you feel and look great. Sewtec, helping students into careers in fashion. Sewtec are creating New Zealand's design future. Sidney Eculla Couture, an international designer with a celebrity following. He's shown in Manila, New York and now New Zealand. Pageant Planet. Go to pageantplanet.com. They simply are the world's largest pageant resource. The Shakespeare Hotel in Albert Street, New Zealand's oldest brew pub. You might just find us there. Time now to go for gold. Beau Visage. What life takes out, we put back in. Luxury beauty treatments. Kingston's. Quantity surveying and project management. Lovely Smiles. Professional non-laser pain-free teeth whitening. Neagle Pure Skincare, energizing your skin against aging. The Samala Robinson Academy, dedicated to the finest standards in makeup. Te Karahuna, building capability and confidence. Prima Valet, creating style in modest fashion. And these are our silver. iLearn eCollege if you want to work in Oz. Petra Cyan Designs for that winning look in dance. Tariri 2 Farm Trust, farming for the future. Jeunesse Med Spa, making positive changes in a natural way. Solutions by, they're a strategic management planning team. And Web Tigers New Zealand for all our and your print needs. And here are our bronze sponsors. Apollo, Dream Centre, Morgan & Morgan, Peter Reynolds Jeweller, Casey Clinic, Live Sound, Murphy's Law, Robotic Hair, Hairjoy Salon, Hello Dental, Libby's, Matapuna Training Centre, Talks, LA Brand X, Status Mind, The Slumber Crew, and Roma Blooms. A big thank you to all our sponsors in Miss Universe New Zealand 2018.
Now, we couldn't put the show together without the support of our sponsors. They're all listed in the souvenir program, which you can download from our website. And it has heaps of interesting articles and bios on all the contestants. And don't forget, you can vote for any one of this year's finalists. All you have to do is go to their Facebook page, click on the link and follow the instructions. Or you can head to iTicket, click on Miss Universe New Zealand, scroll down the page and hit vote. And remember, the public vote counts for 50% of the overall result. Right, now it's time to head back to Thailand for our second sampling of this year's finalist retreat.
Okay, so here we are. It is time for the second mini-sode from the Miss Universe New Zealand finalist retreat here in Thailand. We've made it down to Pattaya. We came from Bangkok. It was quite a journey though, and to tell you all about that journey, come in Latafali. We used a company called Asia Holidays, great company. They jumped us on a bus, but then the bus stopped before we actually got to the hotel. And tell us what we ended up doing.
Well, we ended up going on an incredible yacht ride. Just amazing.
It was a lovely yacht. It was kind of like a big cat, and there was this bouncy bit at the front. But it was quite bouncy, wasn't it? I think possibly a little bit rougher than they'd expected.
I think bouncy is a bit of an understatement. We actually ended up being in a storm, but actually when we got to Monkey Island, which was our location, the sun cleared and it was a fantastic venue.
That's true. Monkey Island, but funnily enough, full of monkeys. But we couldn't go swimming because of the jellyfish.
Yes, unfortunately, all of the girls got ready to jump into the water, but someone spotted a floating red jellyfish. And then told us that it was poisonous and we could get very seriously injured.
So we didn't go swimming, but we had to love it. And Asia Holidays did a great thing. Then we got back on the bus, then we came down to the Hard Rock Hotel, where we are talking to you now. Thank you very much indeed, Ladafale. So we've arrived. Jellyfish kind of make you think you might want to eat something. I don't know. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. But of course, once we'd arrived, come in, Lucy. Once we'd arrived, it was time to go out again and eat. And we did go out, but we don't always go everywhere by, you know, air-conditioned limousine. Well, there was air conditioning on our transport. Tell us, Lucy, how do we get to and from places?
Well, we like to call it the 5-star tuk-tuk. It's sort of this open-air ute with a nice little cage, open-air thing on the back.
Just New Zealand health and safety regulations. Don't look at this next part because it's just fun.
What's up, girl? But no, it was really, really cool, and it was great because we were able to drive down the main streets and kind of see what it was like in Pattaya, so it was really, really cool.
Yeah, I'm not sure how those go in the rain, but they're beautifully air-conditioned for when it's not raining. And then it was off to a lovely meal.
We went to the Mantra restaurant and bar, which was beautiful, and I was really excited because they cooked me a special vegetarian meal, and we had this beautiful private dining room, so really, really, really beautiful food.
This was an incredible restaurant because it was like 7 different kitchens.
We had how many courses? 5 different courses.
I don't know, it just all becomes a blur for me. Well, while we're here, obviously we're doing swimwear and we do lots of other things, and so to tell you a little bit about that, come in Ella, come in Joyce. First up, it's a bit like sort of being a star, isn't it, when you're here in Thailand? What have you made of all that?
It's been really overwhelming. I felt like we were like from Hollywood and everyone was just so like fascinated by us, and we were fascinated by them, obviously. We've never had this before. Because
whenever we stop and take a photo, we kind of take a photo and then lots of other people start taking photos.
Yeah, everyone is so excited to meet us, which is awesome. Yeah, like Joyce said, it is a bit overwhelming when everyone wants a photo, but it's so cool to get to know all of the local people.
Well, we wouldn't actually be here if it wasn't for the help of some of our great sponsors. And so while we've been here, we've been shooting a little bit for them. Yesterday we did shoot for Cathay Organics, and you were the star, weren't you? How was that?
Oh, it was awesome. It was actually really cool to use all of the products. My skin feels amazing today now. So, yeah, I had heaps of fun.
So we shot a commercial for them, and at the same time, she gets skincare over and over and over again. Take 27. Oh, I'm just doing that scrub again. And this morning, Joyce, you did a bit of a shoot for Arthur. It was a little hot and sticky, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was really hot and sticky, and we were doing it in the garden, but it was at least nice weather, so we got it done.
And can I just say that the Arthur perfume, which is really rather nice, also works as a fantastic mosquito repellent, because I sprayed it all over me, and I really do smell lovely. Thanks, guys. Moving on. Of course, it was time to eat again. All right, it was time to eat again, and Estelle, we ate again. This time we go to the best places. We went to this lovely hotel. Tell us about that hotel.
Well, we pull up in the 5-star tuk-tuk and we go inside the M Gallery Barracuda. Now, across the world, all M Galleries have a different theme or flavour, and this M Gallery was a boat theme. So we pull in this beautiful royal blue, and it's absolutely impeccable inside. And then we go to the top deck, if you will, looking out over Pattaya, and it is just incredible. An experience you will not get anywhere else, and it was just amazing.
And then another great meal in their restaurant.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful. All these little beautiful desserts. We had little tiramisus, little creme brulees. I mean, everywhere's been amazing.
Enough of the food though, because the next day we went to Tiger Park. Now, Tiger Park, promise. There's a bit of this is the cutesy shots coming up here. Tell us what happened at Tiger Park.
So we got to feed the baby tigers, and it was the most cutest experience ever. I just loved it. I was squealing the whole time. I think I was scaring the tigers, but...
But these are little cubs, so we were doing the feeding of the little cubs. And they can still pack a punch though, can't they? They've kind of got big claws things, but they were all pretty well behaved.
Yeah, it's so cute.
Yeah, it is. It is cute. And at Tiger Park, no drugs, no chains, nothing like that. It is a place to go and get to interact with tigers. And you loved it. And you're not taking one home.
Maybe.
You are not taking one home. I've been in touch with you. No, you're not. Okay, get out. No, I'm not doing it. All right, and then another really lovely sort of cultural experience to tell us about that, Priya and Marina. One of the things that we've done here, obviously the temples and all the various visits we've done, is get a real flavour for Thailand, and we headed off to the floating markets. And the floating markets are how they kind of used to do business everywhere here along all the canals and the rivers. Tell us about the floating markets we went to.
It was honestly once in a lifetime experience. I've never seen anything like it. We went through these little boats through the river, and then on the way back we actually got to go to the markets, and I actually had a fish spa, which was amazing, my first time. But then on the way back I saw some scorpions, and they were actually food that they were selling, which kind of scared me a little.
But that fish spa was these little fishes nibbling on your feet, isn't it?
Yeah, and it was, I didn't know what to think of it, but then after a while you get used to it, and it's actually so relaxing. So.
The staff relax you, and then you eat the staff, which is lovely. The scorpion thing, I don't know if we even shot that. That was weird. There were like all these insects and things that were grilled and cooked. No. Marina. Also at the floating market we had, there's a Thai cultural village, isn't there, that we had a little bit of a wander through. What were your impressions of that one?
It was really cool. Like the way that we got there was on a boat, and then we realised that the boat had wheels, so it was driving like on the street to get there, so it was really cool.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. We were on a lake, and it's a little lake, and I'm thinking, oh, we've all got onto this boat and we're just going to go around this little lake. Well, that will be fun. And then he just heads off, and we're on the freeway and we're heading to the cultural village. And I think, I don't know if you got in, but some of the contestants got in with Wellington boots and tried to move a bullock.
Yes, I didn't get in, but I saw it, and it was really interesting. And also we went to the Thai boxing match, and the guys were blindfolded, so it was pretty cool to watch.
Thanks, girls. That's the Muay Thai boxing, the Thai boxing, which actually one of our contestants, Tiara, she's a bit good at it, so we didn't let her get in the ring because she might have actually shown them up. Who knows? After that, next day, we went to the most incredible show. I cannot say how big it was, like Cirque du Soleil on steroids, to tell us all about our experience, Lauren and Milena. So we arrive at the Khan show, it's called the Khan show, and we went backstage, didn't we?
Yes, we did. It actually was a privilege for us to get at the backstage and explore. Not everybody gets to do that, by the way. And we actually tried their costumes. We have seen how they practice before the show, and it was really cool.
A lot of it is front projection with sets, and they use these incredible... They've got 23 projectors running. The fly area above is absolutely extraordinary. People are flying in, and we kind of got to see a little bit of how that's all put together. I can actually tell you that show cost 1,000 million baht, 1 billion baht to put together. It is a purpose-built auditorium, and it really is just the most extraordinary show. Then, before we did our backstage tour, and then we headed off for a pretty swish meal, didn't we, at the Greyhound restaurant? Pretty cool.
Yes, we did, as per usual. So we went to Grey House to have a dinner. It was actually really yummy. The favorite thing was the cakes. We had a coconut cake and a chocolate cake. All the girls went crazy. Oh, yeah!
The thing about traveling with contestants is we get all of this lovely exotic food, and they love it. And then they say, "Shall we have cake?" "Yeah, we'll have cake." And it's like, "Oh, you don't want your cake? Oh, I'll have your cake." And so you wouldn't think it to look at it. You'd think it to look at me, and I'm just on the salad. And then it was the show itself, Lauren, which was just phenomenal, wasn't it?
It absolutely was. It's totally spectacular. One of the best shows I think I have ever seen. Loved it.
You know how many people in the cast? 100.
Wow, that is incredible. Really is.
And they just keep coming. And the sets are incredible. An enormous piece of scenery. Oh, there was, what was the first big piece that came on? It was a boat.
Yeah, big pirate ship. Incredible, covered in these beautiful performers. And the choreography was incredible in that scene. Amazing.
Absolutely amazing. Thanks, girls. If you're in Pattaya, you've got to come and see the Khan show. It is, like I said, Cirque du Soleil on steroids, and it's just a fantastic... So it's Khan, so it's this little boy, and he finds these keys, and he travels through time, and I'm not telling you anymore because you've got to come and see the show. All right, Tiara, in you come. the last day, it was the Hard Rock Day, which was the Hard Rock activities, the team building activities, and whole loads of stuff going on. How did you find it?
I had an awesome day yesterday. It was probably the highlight of my entire holiday. We did some team building activities, played a little bit of water polo, got a bit injured, but it was good to see everyone's competitive side.
Well, you had to build boats, didn't you?
Yeah, so we split up into 2 teams and built some water rafts, and it was really good to see everyone work together and a little bit of leadership skills come out as well.
It was kind of like Miss Universe and Wipeout all coming together in one lovely episode. Thank you, Tiara. So that's it. That's kind of it from the Hard Rock. We've been here for 4 nights. We were at the Princess Papuan in Bangkok for the first 4, and then here at the Hard Rock. We have had an absolutely terrific retreat. It has been extraordinary. Our accommodation providers have done us proud, and of course all of our partners who've given us such amazing experiences have just gone over and above for the Miss Universe team, and we thank them very much indeed. If you want to see more of the contestants, then of course the grand final is coming up. That is on August the 4th. Anywhere in the world you'll be able to watch it via the live stream, and in New Zealand of course you'll be able to watch it live on Bravo. If you want to come and see the show live in person, possibly meet the girls at the end of the show, who knows? All you got to do is head along to iTicket. Tickets are on sale now for the grand final, Skycity Theatre in August. Yes, in August and in Auckland. There you go. In August and in Auckland on August the 4th. Grand final, August the 4th. We'd love to see you there, either through the magic of television or live in person. Come in, though. Let's say one final sawari and one final goodbye from Bangkok and Pattaya and Thailand. We will see you next time. Goodbye. I'm bowing, girls. I'm bowing.
Miss Universe New Zealand thanks Arture, Discover the Art of Nature, and Cathay Organics, where the products are all about beauty, purity and potency.
Now, one of the really important partnerships that Miss Universe New Zealand has is with Variety, the children's charity. Over the past 5 years, we've raised over $155,000 to help deserving Kiwi kids through Variety's sponsorship program. Back in 2015, we had an all-star lineup give a tribute to Variety when they performed the hit song Tomorrow from Annie.
The sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come what may. Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow, you're only a day away.
wasn't a dry eye in the house. As I said, we really have been blessed with some great performers, and they don't come any bigger than the man who performed for us the year that I won. In fact, I don't really think I ever got to see his performance. I was just a little bit nervous as we were only minutes off from the big announcement. It was, of course, Stan Walker.
What's up, everybody? How's everybody going? I don't even know ya, but I like to get to know ya. This might sound crazy, but I'm the one for you, baby. You the brown skin, light eyes, girl, I'm in the air. Long legs, hourglass body, you a 10. Girl, I wanna know ya. Can you let me just show ya? Can I move with ya, baby? Come closer, you ready? Take it slow, run it back once more. Now groove with me, baby. Gotta move to the beat, eh? Take it to a place where we can go, baby. You never know where this feeling can take you tonight, yeah. Oh, you never know, yeah. But I'ma be coming in for ya. You never know, you never know. 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 Oh, 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 oh. Oh, na, 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 yeah. Oh, na, 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 No, I'm not your first love, but I know I'll be your last one. This might sound crazy, I'm the one for you, baby. Girl, I'm in the end, body you a 10. Girl, I wanna know ya. Can you let me just show ya? Can I move with ya, baby? Come closer, you ready? Take it slow, wind it back once more. Nah, nah. Take it to a place where we can go crazy. Never know where this feeling can take you tonight, yeah. Oh, you never know, yeah. But I will be coming in for ya. You never know, you never know. 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 Oh, 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 oh. Oh, na, 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 yeah. 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 Oh, na, 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 yeah. Oh, na, 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 yeah. You never know where this thing can take you tonight, yeah. Oh, you never know, yeah. But I will be coming in for ya. You never know, you never know. 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 Oh, 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 oh. Oh, na, 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 yeah. 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 Oh, na, 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 na.
Well, Stan rounded out the show that year, and he's finishing off this part of the pre-show live stream tonight. In a few minutes' time, we'll be switching over to the live television feed for the grand final of Miss Universe New Zealand 2018. I do hope you've enjoyed our insider's look at the Thailand retreat and our look back at some of the terrific entertainment we've enjoyed over the past few years. I've been at the rehearsals, and I can tell you, you're in for a treat tonight. I'm off to take my place in the auditorium as one of the 5 judges. You got a few minutes as the broadcast will start at 8 PM New Zealand time. But from me, Tania Dawson, thank you for watching and enjoy the show.
In 90 seconds, and they will just close until the first commercial break. Okay? It's like the theatre. We don't do late comers. They're half an hour late. A little late, sir. Did you bring a note? Yeah. Buttons on silent, please. Turn the and don't record it. We've got cameras. You've all set your nice guys at home. You know, you'll be able to watch when you get home. Just enjoy the show. Got some great entertainment lined up. Razé, Frankie Stevens, Le ART, and Russell Dixon, and of course you'll meet all 20 contestants, so they're very close, very, very close. Sitting down. Cool. Ushers, that pocket at the back's good, and any seats over there I own, so you can take them. All right, now, yeah, cool. You can take any that are clear up there, just take them. These people here, they are sold, but they're late. 2 minutes. That's exciting, isn't it? I'm excited. You don't even know what I'm doing. Doesn't Sonia look lovely? Yes.
Live from Skycity, this is Miss Universe New Zealand. The finalists are here, and this is the grand final. From 20 to 10 to 5 and then 1. Who will be Miss Universe New Zealand 2018? Who will represent us on the international stage and drive away in the brand new Citroen C3? Will it be Joyce Cassidy-Lee, Jess Taylor, Milena Tarian, Ruby Hunt, Neera Vasanthan, Lucy Brock, Promise Royal, Abigail Kurd, Latafale Ova, Estelle Kurd, Jamie Wiggins, Amber Lee Freese, Jewel Harris, Priyana Prasad, Lauren Reynolds, Ella Morgan, Tiara Hunt, Marina Kere, or Nurul Shamsul. Only one can wear the crown and become Miss Universe New Zealand 2018, with performances from Le Art, Razé, Frankie Stevens and Russell Dixon. This is it, the grand final of Miss Universe New Zealand 2018. Please welcome your host for the evening, Sonia Gray.
Tēnā koutou katoa, nau mai, haere mai, ki tēnei pō ātahua. Good evening, New Zealand. Good evening to all of you around the globe. I'm Sonia Gray, and this is Miss Universe New Zealand 2018. Now, like me, you are probably still buzzing from that quite moving performance, rendition of our national anthem. Girls, are you there? Come out and take a bow. Ladies and gentlemen, Le Art. Beautiful. Now, there's quite a cool story here. After the somewhat interesting, kind of embarrassing version of our national anthem you might remember performed in America recently, these girls put up their own version on YouTube and it went viral. And our producers snapped them up. We are so lucky to have them perform tonight. They're 16 and 17 from Porirua College in Wellington. This is not... Yeah, go Porirua. This is not the last you'll see of them. But what's really great about them being here tonight is that you guys epitomise why we're here, supporting and celebrating the achievements of our young New Zealand wahine. Thank you. We have an amazing show in store for you this evening. Of course, what you've all been waiting for. Very soon we are going to meet all our finalists. There's going to be excitement, a bit of drama, a lot of tension as we eliminate from 10 down to 5 and finally to just 1. And you guys get to play your part with the public vote. Yes, you're judges too. Now, we'll tell you a little bit more about that in a moment, but remember, 50% and any casting vote is in the hands of our lovely judges. Let's meet them now. First up, our key judge returning for her 4th year. She's the director of the Talent Tree Agency and pageant aficionado, Ivana Patterson. Next to Ivana, the founder of the Makeup Academy that bears her name, and her lovely students do our makeup for tonight. They're amazing. Please welcome Samala Robinson. And sandwiched beautifully between all the glamour, he's a national treasure. Please welcome Frankie Stevens. And now moving to our new judges. She was a contestant in 2014 where she took out the Entrepreneurial Challenge. She's a leading and sought-after software developer now, and she owns not 1 but 2 successful businesses. Plus, she's a hot DJ. What can you not do? Please welcome Prina Sina Raniga. And last but by no means least, she was Miss Universe in 2016. She's now swapped her career teaching drama and moved to the Philippines to pursue her acting and modelling career, Tania Dawson. Ladies and gentlemen, the judges for 2018. Now, to give you a quick background, pre-judging took place on Thursday, so the contestants all had about 20 minutes to spend with the judges, but their journey started way before that. Let's take a look.
Stiletto Camp 2018. This was where it all began. Each contestant was put through their paces by photographer Alan Raga. For many, it was their first time in front of the camera, but you know what? You'd never know. Then it's time for our choreographer, Jane Strickland, to put everyone through their paces. Literally. Walking classes. Yep, I know. You thought we all mastered it at 18 months. But not in heels. Teaching the tips and tricks around flawless makeup, Ivana Patterson, and with a team from Samala Robinson on hand, you couldn't be in better hands. The contestants learn about skincare, nutrition, styling, media skills, all from our visiting experts. And after all that, it's a wrap for Stiletto Camp. Because then, the top 20 are chosen.
Well, here she is. She's contestant number 1. It's Joyce Cassidy Lee. Contestant number 2 is Jess Taylor. This is contestant number 3. It's Milena Tarian. And here she is, contestant number 4, Ruby Hunt. The title of contestant number 5 goes to Neera Vasanthan. And here she is, contestant number 6. It's Lucy Brock. Contestant number 9, Ladafale Oba. And we're going backwards. It's contestant number 8. It's Abigail Kurd. Here she is. She's contestant number 7. Hope you're keeping up. It's Promise Royal. They just couldn't get to wait to get on the stage. Now we're back on track. It's contestant number 10, and it's Estelle Kurd. This is contestant... Oh, she hasn't got a number. But, yeah, I know who she is. It's Priyana Prasad. This is contestant number 12, Amber Lee Freese. Now, we don't have a 13, but we'll jump. Oh, we're going to 11 now. Whoa! This is Jamie Wiggins. And here's Jewel. She's got 14 on. Let's hope she's number 14. I think we just threw them in a box and they were just so happy to get out here. Here we go. Contestant number 19, Marina Carey. Contestant number 16. It's a fruit salad. It's Lauren Reynolds. And here we go. This is Ella Morgan. She's number 17. And it's Tiara Hunt, contestant number 18. And I know this one is contestant number 20. It's Nurul Shamsul. There we have them. Well, they might be out of order, but they look great. There they are, the top 20 in Miss Universe New Zealand 2018. Let's hear it as they leave the stage.
Wow. So that's the first time you've seen them in the flesh, but it will not be the last. Your finalists. Now, it's my pleasure to welcome the voice that you'll hear throughout the evening. He's the show's producer, and he's also the Miss Universe CEO, Nigel Godfrey.
I'll let you into a little secret. I threw all the numbers into a bucket and I said, pick one. I don't know how that happened. Anyway, as we go on through the show...
Do you know what he's talking about?
They will have the right numbers. They will be in order, especially if you're voting at home, because you need them in order. So, I ran. I was doing that voiceover thing, wasn't I?
You're all good. Can I just say it's such an honour to be back?
Well, thank you. And isn't it an honour to have Sonia with us? Now, Holly and Mark did a terrific job last year, whilst you were, of course, overseas.
I was, but you know what? I watched it from the UK.
Indeed, 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 because we are delighted, actually, that so many people are watching our show around the globe. Now, because you're flying solo, it falls to me to ask you, who did the design?
Who am I wearing?
Yes, who are you wearing?
Well, I am wearing the same as the contestants will be wearing later on tonight. Sidney Eculla is the designer. He designed it especially for me. I absolutely love it, and what I really want to know is, do I get to keep it?
Ooh, do you get to keep it? Does she get to keep it? I tell you, if you applaud the dress loud enough, I'll let her keep it.
It's a keeper.
It's a keeper. Okay, moving on to my suit, because it has to be back by 10. It still has to be back by 10, doesn't it? Yeah. Now, you mentioned you watched the show in the UK, and we're really delighted that so many people are watching what we're actually doing right around the world and taking note of how we're doing things.
Oh, yes, and actually, didn't a reasonably large pageant in the US recently drop the live swimwear section from their show?
Yes, indeed they did. Something that we actually did about 6 years ago. But I should point out that swimwear is still a really, really important part of our competition. We simply choose to incorporate it in a slightly different way. And, of course, you'll see that later on.
Okay, I want to talk about the judging because I know it's a 50-50 split between the public and the judges, but tell us how that works.
Okay, so there's the public vote. And you can still vote, of course, you can still vote. All you've got to do is head to iTicket, hit the Miss Universe New Zealand ad, then scroll down to the vote section, and then you vote. And so the public vote gives us a ranking between 1 and 20 in the public size. The judges, they then score the contestants individually, and all their scores combined. That gives us a judge's ranking from 1 to 20. These two tables are combined together to give us an overall result, and that happens twice throughout the evening. Mission control, as we like to call it, is in a secure area here in the theatre, and all of the results are independently tabulated and signed off by our independent adjudicator, Anishka Prasad from Prudential Law, and then they're handed to me.
Just to clarify, you'll be delivering those results as per usual.
Do you want to do it?
I don't. The elimination phase is my least favourite part of the show.
You know, actually, it is actually, believe it or not, it's actually my least favourite too. But by the end of the show, we need to have a brand new Miss Universe New Zealand, so it's got to be done.
That is why we're here. Nigel, thank you so much. And thank you for all the work you do.
Pleasure.
We're no doubt going to hear your voice throughout the evening. Now, ladies and gentlemen, give it up. Nigel Godfrey. Okay, it is time for us to take a quick break. But don't go too far, because coming up soon, we'll catch up with the current Miss Universe New Zealand. She's going to share some stories of her amazing past year. We're going to see contestants in streetwear, designed by students at Sewtec, and Razé will once again rock the Miss Universe stage. We'll see you soon.
To vote, all you have to do is head to the contestants' Facebook page and hit the voting link. Then follow the instructions. Or you can head to iticket.co.nz, go to the Miss Universe event and choose the contestant you want to vote for. Votes are just $1, and for every $5 bundle sold, Miss Universe will donate $1 to charity. So you're helping a contestant and a great cause.
Inspired by you since 1919.
Taking you back to 2016, and we couldn't take our eyes off Frankie Stevens.
Are you guys out there can sing along if you like? Now you're talking. Oh! Just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You'd feel like heaven to touch. Oh, I want to hold you so much. At long last, love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. Down
Now, we always like to encourage young, up-and-coming talent. Last year, Razé made her live television debut from this very stage, and she has had an incredible year, topped off with her performance at the Vodafone Pacific Music Awards. We're delighted that she's agreed to come back and perform for us tonight. And let me just say, our wardrobe department has been frantic. There is now a shortage of double-sided tape in Auckland. If you were watching last year, you know what I'm talking about. Please give it up for Razé.
Tears left to cry. So I'm picking it up, I'm loving, I'm living, I'm picking it up, picking it up, picking it up, loving, I'm living, I'm picking it up, picking it up, picking it up, loving, I'm living, so we turn it up. Yeah, we turn it up. Ain't got no tears in my body, I ran out, but boy, I like it, I like it, I like it. Don't matter how, what, when, who tries it, we out here vibing, we vibing, we vibing. Even when it's raining down, can't stop, so shut your mouth. And if you don't know, then now you know it, babe, know it, babe, yeah. Right now I'm in a state of mind, I wanna be like all the time. Ain't got no tears to cry, so yeah, yeah. Oh, I just want you to come with me. We're on another mentality. Ain't got no tears to cry, so I'm picking it up, picking it up. I'm loving, I'm living, I'm picking it up, picking it up, picking it up. Living, I'm living, so we turn it up. Yeah, we turning it up. They point out the colors in you, I see them too, and boy, I like them, I like them, I like them. We're way too fly to partake in all this hate. We out here vibing, we vibing, we vibing. Even when it's raining down, can't stop, so shut your mouth, baby. And if you don't know, then now you know it, babe. Know it, babe, yeah. Right now I'm in a state of mind, I wanna be like all the time. Ain't got no tears to cry, so whoa, yeah. Oh, I just want you to come with me. We're on another mentality. Ain't got no tears to cry, so I'm picking it up. Skycity, I want y'all to clap with us. Here we go. Hey! Even when it's raining down. Ooh. Ain't got no tears to cry. Oh, yeah! Yeah, yeah! Come with me. We're on another mentality. Ain't got no tears to cry. Picking it up, loving, I'm living, I'm picking it up, picking it up, picking it up, loving, I'm living, so we turn it up. Yeah, we turning it up. Thank you.
I have just one word, wow. If you haven't heard Razé before, I know what you're thinking. Oh my goodness, she is incredible. And just so you know, Razé will be performing in Melbourne with her two sisters very, very soon. She's going to go a long, long way. Now, around this time last year, one young lady was just another finalist. She had no idea how the next 2 hours would change the trajectory of her life. I'm talking, of course, about Harlem-Cruz Atarangi Ihaia, the current Miss Universe New Zealand. Whoop, whoop. I don't think anyone that was watching last year will forget that amazing moment when she was presented with the korowhai. Well, Harlem joined this year's finalists on retreat in Thailand, and that's where we caught up with her to talk about her year.
I felt shocked, and I think everyone could see that. I couldn't believe my name was called out because I never ever thought that I could be Miss Universe New Zealand. And my family were just crying and celebrating in their own way, and it was an amazing feeling to give that feeling to my family as well, restore hope as well. For the gown, it was created by Sidney Eculla, and he would message me nearly every week saying, "Harlem, have your measurements dropped? Harlem, has your measurements dropped?" And that was really funny for me because I actually tried so hard to look my best in the dress. And the national costume was created by Sewtec, Te Kura Leota. The whole design was the fire of goddess, which is Mahuika in Māoridom. And my story behind that was that I'm on fire for my culture and I wanted to take that to Miss Universe. There were 10 whānau members from Hawke's Bay that went all over to Las Vegas. They would have stood out because they were so amazed. Like, my mum was amazed by the little coffee machine because she's only ever seen a kettle in her life. They loved the big show. My dad had a little, he's got the iPhone 4 and he's zooming up on me and I'm pixelated, but he's like, "That's you, baby!" And it's like such a good feeling for your parents to be proud of you. So on the first day of Miss Universe, we met with Paula Sugar, who is the president of Miss Universe. She told us, please don't focus on winning. And that was a relief for me because I never ever focused on winning. I'm always about the journey and taking in all the experiences because that's how you grow. She believes that it was a girl's destiny to win, and that was something that I could relate to. I stood proud and showed our culture to the world. At the starting, I found it really hard because I didn't know how to do makeup and didn't know how to dress, but I guess through the experience you just grow. And look at me now, like, I would never ever dress like this a year ago, and to see the woman that I've become now, it's honestly like, it blows me away. I'm the type of girl that I don't really like the spotlight, so when we take photos and the people are trying to get me, I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, I'm Miss Universe, I'm not a finalist anymore. And to be able to bond with the girls and get to know them, it's really cool because some of the girls are really stepping out of their comfort zone, so I feel like some of the girls, I see my old self and I'm like so excited to see their journey and their self-growth as well. I take away the proud Māori wahine that I am, and that I've grown into this beautiful wahine that's confident. I can speak in front of cameras without being shy. I can walk in heels and be confident. But inside, I'm still me. I still have the same heart. But you know what? I like both Harlems.
Wow, we are so proud, Harlem, of the beautiful wahine you have become. What a worthy winner. I think you'll agree, big stilettos to fill. Now, last year, for the first time, Miss Universe New Zealand entered into a collaboration with the Sewtec Fashion Academy. They were invited to design a parade called Pacific Fusion. It was such a hit that Sewtec have now incorporated the collaboration into their third-year design course. And this year, 4 designers have created a Pacific Fusion streetwear collection. Here it is for the very first time.
And there they are, all the top 20 in the Pacific streetwear from Sewtec.
I love it. It's so great to be able to celebrate New Zealand fashion, young New Zealand fashion. Okay, from Sewtec. And do we have the designers? Do we have the designers out the back? Yes? Awesome. Let's bring them out. Henele Taufalele, Sesika Fino, Beth Hornsby Hunt, and Zana Rose. You guys are amazing. Look at what you've done. Incredible. Okay, there is so much more to come after the break. We're going to see the girls in their evening gowns. Yay! Designed by Sidney Eculla. And later, of course, we're going to head to Thailand to find out just what happened on retreat. And we'll see the Raston swimwear collection. See you soon.
To vote, all you have to do is head to the contestants' Facebook page and hit the voting link. Then follow the instructions. Or you can head to iticket.co.nz, go to the Miss Universe event and choose the contestant you want to vote for. Votes are just $1, and for every $5 bundle sold, Miss Universe will donate $1 to charity. So you're helping a contestant and a great cause. Miss Universe New Zealand would like to acknowledge our sponsors. First and foremost, our Platinums. Citron, celebrating 100 years in 2020. Citron is style and flair. Cathy Organics, natural organic skincare. You've only got one skin, so take care of it. Arture, the very best from nature, will give you Medi-Spa results. JD Associates, specialists in graphic interior and architectural design, marketing and event management. The Pathumwan Princess Hotel, first-class accommodation in the heart of Bangkok, Thailand. The Hard Rock Hotel Pattaya, where they love and serve all. And ain't that the rock and roll truth? We thank our premier partners. Tourism Thailand experts, connecting Miss Universe New Zealand to the sights, sounds and adventures of Bangkok and Pattaya. The Raston Collection swimwear that makes you feel and look great. Sewtec, helping students into careers in fashion. Sewtec are creating New Zealand's design future. Sidney Eculla Couture, an international designer with a celebrity following. He's shown in Manila, New York and now New Zealand. Pageant Planet. Go to pageantplanet.com. They simply are the world's largest pageant resource. The Shakespeare Hotel in Albert Street, New Zealand's oldest brew pub. You might just find us there. Time now to go for gold. Beau Visage. What life takes out, we put back in. Luxury beauty treatments. Kingston's. Quantity surveying and project management. Lovely Smiles. Professional, non-laser, pain-free teeth whitening. Neagle Pure Skincare, energizing your skin against aging. The Samala Robinson Academy, dedicated to the finest standards in makeup. Te Karahuna, building capability and confidence. Prima Valet, creating style in modest fashion. And these are our silver. I Learn E-College if you want to work in Oz. Petra Cyan Designs for that winning look in dance. Tariri 2 Farm Trust, farming for the future. Jeunesse Med Spa, making positive changes in a natural way. Solutions by, they're a strategic management planning team. And Web Tigers New Zealand for all our and your print needs. And here are our bronze sponsors. Apollo, Dream Centre, Morgan & Morgan, Peter Reynolds Jeweller, Casey Clinic, Live Sound, Murphy's Law, Robotic Hair, Hairjoy Salon, Hello Dental, Libby's, Matapuna Training Centre, Talks, LA Brand X, Status Mind, the Slumber Crew, and Roma Blooms. A big thank you to all our sponsors in Miss Universe New Zealand 2018.
Thanks. I'm hot. Welcome back. Well, theirs is a tough job. I'm talking about the judges, of course. So we're going to turn the spotlight round throw it on them right now and find out what they do and don't want in a Miss Universe New Zealand winner. Ivana, you're first up. You're a talent manager. Tell us what you're looking for in a future Miss Universe New Zealand.
Well, the whole package, of course, but for me personally, it was really important to dig a little deeper. So it was great that the judges and we all got to meet the contestants on a 5-on-1 interview style setting, and we got to find out what really makes those contestants tick. So their passions, what drives them, any hardships they've been through, their past, what's helped mould them, and how they've, what they've done during their journey, their Miss Universe New Zealand journey, and also how they would use this platform and potential title if they were to win. So we did get to find out a lot more than what you viewers at home just see on your screen. So that's really important, is to find someone who encompasses all those qualities.
Beautiful. Now, Samala, you're our makeup expert. Let's talk about that no makeup look, that one we always want to have. Is that actually achievable for our contestants?
Well, it is definitely, and I found that the girls did an amazing job with their makeup. They really rocked it. So some of them came in with this beautiful natural, and then some of them did this incredible natural fashion look. And I was really, really impressed. I loved looking at all their makeup, and I was very, very proud of them.
Wonderful. Good to hear. Now, Frankie, my lovely, as the sole man in the judging panel, what are you looking for?
What am I looking for? Well, I have to tell you that all these beautiful young women representing New Zealand are unreal. Professionally, they're smart, they look great, but I think if they're going to represent New Zealand on an international stage, they need to be confident. I think Harlem showed the way. She came into the competition shy, little Māori girl from Kahungunu. And look how she's turned out. She's beautiful inside, and that's what I look for. When you stand on a stage in front of an international audience, be yourself, and you will find that that's what will get you through life much easier than telling people what they want to hear.
Beautifully said. Beautiful. Thank you, Frankie. Now, the gorgeous Prina, you are a past contestant, 2014, and you won the Entrepreneurial Challenge. Tell us about that.
Yeah. It was great and very rewarding because firstly you get to support a variety kit, which is amazing. Secondly, what I learned about myself was this entrepreneur side to me, that I could do something on my own, and I started 2 businesses, so it has helped me in a lot of ways. Thank you.
I am so impressed. I cannot begin to tell you. And the lovely Tania, now you were here 2 years ago. What we really want to know from you is, how are the contestants feeling right now? I mean, it must be nerves and excitement and lots of emotions. 2-part question. Does everyone really get on, or is it just all for show?
Well, so far, these women have already been on a 3 to 4 month journey to get to this stage. So they've put a lot of work in. They've done the Entrepreneur Challenge. They are now ready to find out a winner, and New Zealand's ready to find out a winner. So the feelings that they're feeling right now is probably nervousness, anxiety, but they are ready. And you can see it tonight. We've seen it on stage already, that they are here to win, and that's what we want to see. And because the journey has been this way, I think Miss Universe New Zealand is one of the only national competitions that does a retreat and does a journey like this. So because these girls have been together for the last 3 or 4 months, their bonds and friendships that they've created from this has made them best friends. And because of that, there's no cattiness, there's no stealing of
clothing, there's no ripping of hair. There is no cattiness because these girls love each other because they're on the same journey and they're in it together.
They've become a whānau, haven't they?
Yes, they have.
Lovely. Wonderful. Beautiful words from our judges. Okay, now, you guys are our judges too at home. You play a big part in the result, so here's a reminder of how to vote.
To vote, all you have to do is head to the contestants' Facebook page and hit the voting link. Then follow the instructions. Or you can head to iticket.co.nz, go to the Miss Universe event and choose the contestant you want to vote for. Votes are just $1, and for every $5 bundle sold, Miss Universe will donate $1 to charity. So you're helping a contestant and a great cause.
Here it is. It's my favourite part of the show. It's the time we get to see all the finalists in their beautiful evening gowns. And believe me, these gowns are magical. So first up, all the contestants were measured at Stiletto Camp, and once the finalists were chosen, their measurements were sent over to our amazing designer, Sidney Eculla, in the Philippines. Miss Universe New Zealand then flew Sydney to the retreat in Thailand to meet with all the contestants. And a first fitting took place. Then Sydney flew to New Zealand last weekend, and all those very important tweaks and last-minute adjustments were made. So here it is, the result of all that hard work. The Evening Gown Parade by Sidney Eculla.
So here we have contestant number 1, Joyce Cassidy Lee. Joyce is wearing a gold jersey number with the keyhole detail, leaf lace applique finished with tulle capes. This is Joyce Cassidy Lee, contestant number 1. Contestant number 2 is Jessica Taylor, and she's wearing an off-shoulder mesh gown with laser stud details and a centre front slit. This is Jess Taylor. She's contestant number 2. Milena Tarian, contestant number 3. It's her second time in Miss Universe New Zealand. A plunging V neckline gown in metallic gold. Beautiful material, again, with laser stud details and a metallic tulle train. This is contestant 3, Milena Tarian. Contestant number 4 is Ruby Hunt, and she is wearing an asymmetrical neckline jersey gown with laser stud lace details. This is finished with a beautiful satin bow. Contestant number 4, Ruby Hunt. Well, here she comes, contestant number 5, Neera Vasanthan, a halter neckline jersey gown with laser stud lace details. It's got a low back, this one, with tulle draped cape, which accentuates the back. That's Neera Vasanthan. And here's Lucy Brock. Lucy Brock is contestant number 6, and she has a strapless Dutchless silk number with metallic lace details. It's got a side drape, and it's finished with a slit. Contestant number 6, Lucy Brock. This is Promise Royal. She's contestant number 7, and she's wearing a see-through mesh gown with laser stud details, tulle back drapes, and a high side slit. This is contestant number 7, and her name is Promise Royal. Contestant number 8, Abigail Curd. Again, Abigail has a plunging neckline in mesh. Those laser stud details remain, and she has a long chiffon train, which we can see there. Abigail Curd. This is Latafale Ova'a. She's contestant number 9. Again, a plunging neckline in mesh with laser stud details. And Latafale has a long chiffon train. Contestant 9, Latafale Ova'a. This is contestant number 10. She's Estelle Curd, Estelle's second time in the competition. She has Duchess silk number with sparkly laser stud lace details, and the dress is finished with a high slit with a side drape detail. That was Estelle, contestant number 10. This is Jamie Wiggins. She's contestant number 11. And Jamie has an asymmetrical gown with a gathered side detail and that's decorated with the laser-starred lace details right the way across the bodice. Jamie Lee Wiggins. Here she is. It's contestant number 12, the lovely Amber Lee Fries. Amber Lee is wearing a new jersey number with a strapless neckline. Now, this has again got gold lace details and a very long cape. That's Amber Lee Fries. Jewel Harris is contestant number 14. She has a plunging V-neckline dress, again with Duchess silk, laser stud details on the bodice, and a centre slit to complete the look. That's Jewel Harris. Brianna Prasad is contestant number 15. And she has a strapless number in gold see-through mesh with metallic lace detailing. This is Brianna Prasad, and she's contestant number 15. Here is Lauren Reynolds. Lauren's contestant number 16. And she is wearing a halter neckline, serpentine number in metallic gold, and it's punctuated by a low back, which we can see. That's Lauren Reynolds. Here's Ella Morgan. She's contestant number 17. She has an asymmetrical jersey number with sequined floral details, and this one's got a back shoulder drape. She shows us. That's Ella Morgan, contestant number 17. And this is Tiara Hunt, contestant number 18. Tiara has a new jersey body. It's a hugging number with metallic gold, laser stud, linear details. That was Tiara Hunt. Here is Marina Kere. She's contestant number 19. She's got a sweetheart neckline with, again, in Duchess silk, with a side slit, and it's got sculptural side detail, as you can see, as she turns for us. Contestant number 19, Marina Kerry. And contestant number 20, Nurul Shamsul. She's wearing the most beautiful long-sleeve jersey dress with a chiffon cape, detailed in laser stud lace and gold crystals. Nurul Shamsul, contestant number 20. Now we will get to see all of our contestants as they all take to the stage in these extraordinary gold creations. What a picture! Ladies and gentlemen, all the contestants in their evening gowns.
Oh, the glamour. It's hard to believe one designer created all these custom-made gowns, all subtly different, but coming together to create a just quite incredible collection. Ladies and gentlemen, he's the king of glamour. Please welcome our designer, Sidney Eculla. Thank you so much, Sidney. Well, there you have it. You've met the girls. You've seen them in their Sewtec streetwear. You've seen them in these incredible Eculla evening gowns. The only thing left is the swimwear section. We're going to do that right after the break.
Hi, I'm Tania Dawson, Miss Universe New Zealand 2016. I'm a model and an actress, and as you can imagine, skincare is extremely important to me. When I discovered Kathy Organics, I knew that I'd found a regime for life. because it's organic, it's pure, and there are just 4 steps. I like that it's just that simple. So here are those 4 steps. Step 1, it's all about cleansing. Apply a small amount of bright cleansing lotion between your moist hands and massage over the face and neck, then rinse thoroughly. Step 2 is exfoliating. You pop a small amount of skin brightening exfoliator and gently massage on a wet face or body area in an upwards and outwards circular motion. You can then rinse it off after about 30 seconds. You can do this once or twice a week or simply as required, and then you buff away the dead and dried skin. You're halfway there. Step 3. This one's about repair. Apply either Marula Serum or Rosehip Oil Brightening Plus liberally to your cleansed face, neck and cleavage, and you do this both day and night. 2 to 3 drops of pure plant oil really helps to both repair and protect the skin. And now, the final step, number 4, moisturizing. Apply Marula Rich Moisturizer or the Skin Brightening Cream, and you then follow this one up by repeating step 3. And there you have it, 4 steps to smooth, healthy skin. Could it get any easier? If you hadn't discovered Kathy Organics yet, I'm glad you found me. If you'd like to know more, head to the website and be sure to check in with us on Facebook. You've only got one skin, so make sure you look after it. I'm Tania Dawson for Kathy Organics.
Welcome back. Well, as you know, the contestants headed to Thailand back in June for their retreat. I'm still trying to work out how I can get onto that gig. It was 8 nights of luxury at 2 fantastic hotels, the Pathum One Princess in Bangkok and the Hard Rock Hotel in Pattaya. But if you thought that retreat was only about shooting a swimwear section, think again.
From the moment we arrived in Bangkok, we were treated like royalty, escorted through the airport by the team at Thailand Elite. There was no queuing for us, so this is what it's like to be a VIP. And after 14 hours in the air, it was heavenly to arrive at the Pathum One Princess Hotel. And what a welcome! But we were straight back out and onto the river as we headed to Asiatique, where you'll find Bangkok's version of the London Eye. Not everyone was so keen to go up in the air again that soon. Next, it was time for our first taste of Thai cuisine at a terrific seafood restaurant. And next morning, it was time to work it all off. The Pathum One Princess had laid on a Miss Olympic Club competition in their very well-equipped gym and fitness centre. Now, if you're already getting the impression that this trip was all about food, well, you wouldn't be wrong. It was gourmet experience after gourmet experience. Rick Stein's already called. A very special day for us was the one we spent at the Dhammakaya Temple. Dressed in the traditional white, we took part in some meditation, which was such a calming contrast to the pace of the rest of our trip. The temple scale is truly mind-boggling. Where else do you find a stadium that holds over 400,000 people? And the food laid on, well, it just crowned the incredible hospitality. Another day and another extraordinary culinary experience. On our last night in Bangkok, we were treated to a dinner cruise, and boy, was that special. We also found out that Miss Universe has got talent, as some of the girls performed. Then all too soon we were leaving the Pathum One Princess in Bangkok for the Hard Rock Hotel in Pattaya, but not without a stop en route. Asia Holidays took us out on a super yacht for a luncheon cruise to Monkey Island. And yes, it really is inhabited by monkeys. Sticking with the call of the jungle, the next day saw us head to Tiger Park in Pattaya, where we were allowed to feed the little cubs. Oh, we didn't hop in with the bigger ones though. Next day, shopping in the traditional way at the Pattaya Floating Market. Although, you know, I'm not sure how traditional this treatment is. We also squeezed in a visit to a cultural village. And then, that night, we were allowed backstage at the Khan show. There is only one word that describes this extravaganza, and that is epic. It's Cirque du Soleil on steroids, incredible special effects, and hundreds of performers. What a memorable night. Now, it's not always limos and five-star treatment, but the cuisine always is, as it was at the Mantra. Now, the next day, we took our open-top limousines, as we like to call them, to the M Gallery Barracuda for a very rare view over Pattaya. And, of course, dinner. Well, you know, a girl's gotta eat. And eat. And eat. And eat. Back to the Hard Rock Hotel, and our last day really rocked. They put on a team-building exercise, but you know, after 8 days away together, everyone felt very much part of the Miss Universe family.
Wow, what a trip. And of course, our winner tonight will be returning to Thailand as the Miss Universe organisation have just announced the grand final will be taking place this year in Bangkok. But of course, one of the reasons we head away to somewhere nice and warm when it's winter here in New Zealand is to shoot the swimwear section. This year, we've partnered with a new swimwear designer, Rebecca Raston. So, here it is. Swimwear by the Raston Collection.
And we shot the swimwear at the Pathum One Princess Hotel in Bangkok and the Hard Rock Hotel in Pattaya. First up, Joyce Cassidy Lee. Jess Taylor. Milena Tarian. Ruby Hunt. Nira Vasanthan.
Lucy Brock. Promise Royal. Abigail Curd. Latafale Ova. Estelle Curd. Jamie Wiggins. Amber Lee Freese. Jewel Harris. Brianna Prasad. Lauren Reynolds. Ella Morgan. Tiara Hunt. Marina Kere. And Nurul Shamsul. And that's our swimwear, the Raston collection.
Wow. You know what? On a cold night here in Auckland, those pictures so make me want to visit Thailand. And as you might know, Miss Universe New Zealand produces a calendar from those shots. It's always a big deal as to who gets the cover, and this year that honour went to Lucy Brock. This year we also had a pull-out centre section for Miss Photogenic, and it went to Joyce Cassidy Lee. And each of those contestants will receive poster-sized mounted copies of their shots and an offer of representation from the talent tree. Right, we've now seen the contestants in every single category, and the public vote has now been frozen. If you do vote now, you may be charged, but your vote will not count in this part of the competition. You can vote again after the announcement of the top 10. The first elimination is coming up right after this break. Don't go away.
And in 2016, the boys... And in 2016, the boys from Oh What a Night took to our stage.
Our show, Oh What a Night, is a musical tribute to Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. We come to you from Las Vegas. If you want to know where we are appearing, you can check out our website, which is ohwhatanighttribute.com. And we'd like to do some of the highlights of our show for you.
You see? So you get to watch all those things. At home, there's boring sort of commercials for things you don't want to buy. But we just thought we'd play you different things. It's much more fun. Here we go. Here we go.
Welcome back. Now, lined up behind me are your 19 sensational. Look at them. They look sensational. They're your finalists. Very, very soon, they'll be whittled down to the top 10. And it's at this point that I hand over to Nigel for the first elimination.
Well, thank you, Sonia. Could I have the results, please? Thank you very much. Thank you, Anishka Prasad from Prudential Law, our independent auditors. On this card are our top 10 finalists. Among these names are the contestants who raised the most amount for our chosen charity Variety and the contestant who won the Entrepreneurial Challenge, which, as well as the charity component, takes into account sponsorships and other initiatives. Now, those two contestants have immunity from this elimination. If the winner of the Entrepreneurial Challenge would have made it through to the top 10 without immunity, due to their standing in the public and the judges' vote, then later in the competition, she will have 1 point to play in the next round when we go from 10 to 5, which can move her up 1 place. So, if, for example, she was lying 6th, she could move up to 5th and therefore escape elimination a second time. Okay. Let's now find out who is in the top 10. Let the elimination begin. These top 10 names are in no particular order. Going through to the top 10, the first person going through to the top 10 is Ruby Hunt. Joining Ruby will be another contestant. I might have to give you the name of that contestant. Her name is Nurul Shamsul. We have got 2. We need some more. Third one going up to the top 10. Ella Morgan. Three down. This is the 4th. Her name is Abigail Kurd. We are getting there. This will be halfway. This is the 5th contestant who's going into the top 10. Her name's Lucy Brock. So we've moved past the halfway stage. Number 6 going through, Latifale Ova'a. Just 4 places left. One of those places is going to Estelle Kurd. Three left. Second time in the competition. Second time lucky. Milena Tarian. Two places left. Tiara Hunt. One more name. 10 more contestants. That name is Jewel Harris. Please, ladies and gentlemen, show your appreciation for the contestant whose Miss Universe journey has now come to an end. Wow. Well, that was something. That was something, ladies and gentlemen. They're your top 10. Now it's time to reveal the contestants who both collected the most money for our charity and the contestant who won the Entrepreneurial Challenge. To present the sash and tiara to our EC winner, could I please ask Harlem, who took out the title last year, and she also was the Entrepreneurial Challenge winner, ably assisted by Brooke. So, as I said before, there's a charity winner, and there's an very hard to say entrepreneurial challenge after a couple of wines especially. There's a charity winner and an entrepreneurial challenge winner. Last year, one person took out both those titles. This year, it's happened again. Ladies and gentlemen, the EC winner and the person who raised most for charity, please come to the middle, is... Oh, she's right next to me, Jewel Harris. Absolutely fantastic. Well done, Jewel. She raised a stunning amount of money for charity, for Variety, and through her entrepreneurial challenge too. Well done, Jewel. A round of applause, and a round of applause for our contestants as they leave the stage.
Tense stuff, isn't it? It's exciting, but it's tense. I feel like I need a cup of tea and a lie down. We've got a break coming up, but I hope your contestant made it through, that your favourite made it through. Voting is now unfrozen. You can vote again, so go hard for any of the contestants in the top 10. Now, coming up after the break, we'll meet Harlem. Her reign is drawing to a close. We'll also enjoy a performance from Mr. Showbiz himself, Frankie Stevens. That's all coming right up on Miss Universe New Zealand 2018.
When you care, give Arture. Taking the very best ingredients from nature to give you Medi-Spa results. When quality matters, art and nature combine in Arture.
entertainer has, over the last few years, become very much a feature of Miss Universe New Zealand. But over the last few decades, wow, he has, of course, become an institution of our entertainment industry. He has topped the charts, he's played seasons in Las Vegas, he's performed at the Albert Hall in London, and, of course, in New Zealand in recent years, he's known for Christmas in the Park and Idol. What hasn't he done? I mean, he's amazing. We're simply delighted that he joins this competition every year as a judge and a performer. He's Upper Hutt's favourite son. Please welcome the one and only Frankie Stevens.
So I sing you to sleep after the loving with a song I just wrote yesterday. And I hope you can hear what the words and the music have to say. It's so hard to explain everything that I'm feeling. Face to face, I just seem to go dry. But I love you so much that the sound of your voice can get me high. Thanks for taking me on a one-way trip to the sun. Thanks for turning me into a someone. So I sing you to sleep after the loving. I brush back the hair from your eyes, and the love on your face is so real that it makes him want to cry. And I know that my song isn't saying anything new. Oh, but after the loving, he's still in love with you. So I sing you to sleep after the loving. I brush back the hair from your eyes, and the love on your face is so real that it makes me wanna cry. And I know that my song isn't saying anything new. Oh, but after the loving, I'm still in love with you. Oh, but after the loving, Miss Universe is still in love with me. Oh, but after the loving, I'm still in love with you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Frankie Stevens. Thank you, Frankie, for all you do for this competition. He's an icon, isn't he? Truly is. We love you, Frankie. Okay, moving on. She has had an extraordinary year. Entered the competition not really knowing what to expect, but since winning, she has travelled overseas with Miss Universe New Zealand 5 times. Think of the air points. She has been a truly wonderful, inspirational winner. Please welcome Miss Universe New Zealand 2017, Harlem-Cruz Atarangi Ihaia. Harlem, welcome. I can't take my eyes off this beautiful gown. This is the one you wore in Las Vegas for the final, yes?
Yes, this is a gown designed by Sidney Eculla. He designed it for me for the Miss Universe Grand Final in Las Vegas.
Wow. I mean, there must be so many highlights this year, but can you pick one monumental moment from the past year of your reign as Miss Universe New Zealand?
I think one thing that stood out for me was when a parent came up to me in the supermarket, and she came up to me and said that her little girl had been crying every single day after school because everyone said she was brown and mouldy and that you were ugly. And when she saw me on the TV, she said, "Mum, she's mouldy and she's brown, so I'm beautiful because I'm like her." And when she said that to me, that just made my whole journey worth it.
You are such a wonderful role model. Thank you so much. Don't go yet, because I think we've got a little surprise for you. All right, Nigel?
Well, indeed, we have got a little surprise. Not to take anything away from our previous winners, who all brought something unique to their year with us. You had very big shoes to fill after Tania, and you've done that with dignity and manner. We believe that you've raised the bar in regard to what it means to be Miss Universe New Zealand. And so, just kind of like it is in the USA, you know, once you're a president, you retain the title for life. Although, with the particular president they've got at the moment, most of us are wishing it's going to be a very short life. Oh, yes, that'll get around the world quickly. But in recognition of that, we would like to present you with another sash, this lovely crown, and some matching jewels, and become a Miss Universe New Zealand ambassador. Harlem, thank you.
Congratulations.
She's only got a little bit of time.
She's only got a little bit of time. About half an hour?
I know. I'll go and prepare you. Here we go.
What a winner. Harlem-Cruz Atarangi Ihaia. She's an incredible winner and a great ambassador. And one little story. During her and during her reign, an artist in Christchurch named Erica Pierce painted a mural of Harlem in Christchurch. Harlem had no idea that this was happening, but the artist saw Harlem and thought she represented everything that's positive about being a young Māori woman. She has drive, she has enthusiasm, she embraces life in 2018. And before we came out tonight, she told me a little story of... She works in a kohanga reo, and when she went back after winning the title, one little girl said to her, "Miss Harlem, are you now going to wear a crown and live in a castle?" Well, one of these 10 young women will soon be wearing a crown. I don't know about the castle, but hey, dream big. It is time to meet our top 10 as they walk for us one last time. And at the end of this parade, the voting will close.
And now we see our new top 10. First up, it's Ruby Hunt. This is Tiara Hunt. Here's Milena Tarian. And Nurul Shamsul. Latafale Ova'a. Sixth member of the top 10, Ella Morgan. And here's the lovely Jewel Harris. followed by the equally lovely Lucy Brock. And Estelle Kurd. And she's no relation, but her name's Kurd, Abigail Kurd. Sonia.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, your top 10 finalists. And I do need to tell you that voting is now closed. When we return after the break, we'll go from the top 10 down to the final 5. We have the dreaded Q&A question. And later, we have a performance from our very own West End star, Russell Dixon. And of course, the big one. We will announce who is Miss Universe New Zealand 2018. All still to come.
This is when you have to pinch yourself. Is this really happening? Yes, this is it, my moment. Thanks to world-class training, I now have the skills, knowledge, and a recognised qualification to turn my passion into a career. So tonight, it's for real, and it's just the start. When I can proudly say, I am a professional makeup artist.
In 2015, Meryl Cassie sang the classic, At Last.
Said my love has come along. My lonely days, they are over. And life is like a song. Ooh, yeah, at last. The skies above are blue. My heart is wrapped up in clovers. The night I looked at you, I said I found a dream that I could speak to. Yes, yes, a dream that I can call my own. Oh, and I found a thrill to press my cheek to. Oh, yes, I found a thrill that I have never known. And oh, yeah, you smile, and then a spell was cast. Yes, it was, yeah. And here we are in heaven. For you are mine, endless. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. Miss Universe, everybody, put your hands together. Aren't they beautiful? For you are mine, for you are mine, endless. Yeah.
welcome back. Now, as I mentioned before the break, voting has now closed, my friends. Any votes cast after this time may be charged, but they will not be counted. Okay, it is that time again when we halve the number of contestants left in the competition. We are going to go from the top 10 to the final 5. Nigel, over to you.
Thank you again, Sonia. This is indeed the business end of the competition as we draw ever closer to finding out who will take out the title this year. Could I please have the final 5? I just had to check it was the right 5. I'm not going to do a Steve Harvey on you, you know. Okay, if I call your name, please make your way to one of the 5 stools at the front of the stage. These names are in no particular order. Let the elimination begin. Going through. Estelle Kurd. Joining Estelle, Milena Tarian. Also in the top 5, taking the middle spot, Lucy Brock. Two more places. One of them is going to go to Nurul Shamsul. One place left. It's very, very, very tight. But someone has to take that 5th place. As I said, no particular order. But the 5th person going through is Jewel Harris. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation to the 5 contestants who are now leaving the competition. As we congratulate the final 5.
Okay. Now, our final 5 have stayed on stage because it's now time for the question and answer round. 5 judges, 5 questions, 5 contestants. Sounds easy? Believe me, it is not. Okay, our judges have those questions. Let's get right into it. We'll start with you, Tania.
Okay, the first question. In the last year or so, we've seen the rise of the #MeToo movement and the Time Is Up campaign. Some are very quick to dismiss these campaigns and start to talk about a world that is just too PC. What would you say to them?
Well, I would say that I completely disagree with that. It is now our time where a woman can stand up. We are in 2018. We have a voice, and we will not stand behind anyone or anything that takes our voice away. It is the time for us to be ourselves and express ourselves, and it's not a time for anyone to tell us that we can't be who we want to be. So, to those who say, the naysayers around there, I say, well, I'm standing up because it's time. Thank you.
Thank you. Next judge, Prina.
If you were invited to the White House to meet the President Donald Trump, would you raise the issue of women's rights with him?
Well, I guess women's rights issue is very important, but if I had a chance to meet Donald Trump, I would actually like to talk to him about other issues that are very important and very relevant to today's society. And we are having so many issues out there in Middle East where people are dying for no reason. If he can fix all that stuff, then we will live in a civil war, world, and the world will become a better place. And I guess if he can fix that, he can fix women's rights as well.
Frankie, your question, please.
125 years ago, women in Aotearoa were the first in the world to be given the vote. So, is there still a gender pay gap? If you were in a position of power, would you change this?
Absolutely. I've been really privileged to work for a couple of companies who really champion women. Shout out to Icebreaker and Les Mills. But I absolutely, if I was given a position of power, of course, I think any real man respects women, and the same goes for women. Any real woman respects a man. And I think, as Estelle mentioned, it's 2018. It's about equality. We're a team. It's not them and us anymore. We're together. Thanks.
Thank you. Samala, your question, please.
Kylie Jenner was on the recent cover of Forbes, proclaiming she was a self-made billionaire. Is she self-made?
Yes, I believe so. I believe that Kylie Jenner is a self-made billionaire because she is young, around my age, in her 20s, and she's a woman. And I feel like rather than judging whether or not she should be a self-made billionaire, we should celebrate women's successes because she is an amazing entrepreneur and her business is doing so well, so we should celebrate it. Thank you.
Thank you. And lastly, Ivana.
Hi, Jill. So, teachers are invaluable to society, yet, like nurses, the pay they get is often very low. What level should we pay our teachers at?
I believe that all teachers should have equal amount of pay, if not more. We as wahine Māori and Māori, we do as much work as males, and we are all strong. So I believe that all teachers should be paid equally.
It's wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, contestants. Thank you, judges. It's not easy. How would you have done at home? Try it out in the break. It's tough. Now, coming up, we have entertainment from Russell Dixon, and then we find out who is heading to the Miss Universe final later in the year as Miss Universe New Zealand 2018 reaches its climax.
In 2015, the champion crew Prestige rocked our stage.
I didn't come here to tell you how this is going to end. I came here to tell you how it's going to begin.
Let the show begin.
Something you want bad man to. Hey! Twist it and turn. Why not rock out the blood? Why not rock out the blood? Why not rock out the blood? Tell your body that I want you to twist it.
Go down and a wine and a bubble and back the jar, just a jump, this a trouble and me and a man, just a couple and a cuddle. Boom, put the body and me we bust it like a cow. Put the body me a wine and a boom. Put the body me a wine and a boom. The body just a jump and a
Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time. One of the best videos of all time.
Don't ever do that again. Do you hear me?
Maybe it's the remix. Don't you know that this the remix? And she just got a wee fix. Go and get your flip. All my Cali need it. Let's get to that booty that you throw around, baby. I get that booty work, never go lazy. Dancing with your girl in your own world. Face like an angel. Is it wrong? I can't wait to bang you. How you acting like a little devil? Speed up, slow down, hold down. Gas pedal, clap, smack, grab it. Try and take booty dumb, yeah, that's the best tag. Got on my pride, seen you from afar, and I couldn't stop myself from looking hard. You want these jeans, girl, you want these jeans, baby. You don't know what those things do to me. Make you wanna get down on one knee. You got that thunder, and it only makes me wonder how it feels to get up in those jeans.
Welcome back. Now, for the last 6 years, Miss Universe New Zealand has had Variety, the children's charity, as its chosen charity partner. And including the funds raised by this year's finalists, the total raised from our partnership is over $175,000. $175,000. That's worth a round of applause. Come on. Now, this money heads to the Kiwi Kids Sponsorship Program. Our contestants often exchange letters, and just occasionally they get to meet some of the children, as they did back in June. And that right there is a big part, a huge part of what Miss Universe New Zealand is all about. Okay, our next performer has starred in West End musicals in the UK. For the last year or so, he's directed 3 productions of the smash hit stage musical Mamma Mia right across New Zealand. On Monday, he starts rehearsals for the original Phantom of the Opera in Tokyo. We are delighted that he is joining us here tonight, singing the very appropriately titled This Is the Moment. Please welcome Russell Dixon.
The moment, this is the day when I send all my doubts and demons on their way. Every endeavor I have made ever is coming in to play. It's here and now, today. This is the moment, this is the time when the momentum and the moment are in rhyme. Give me this moment, this precious chance. I'll gather up my past and make some sense at last. This is the moment when all I've done, all of the dreaming, scheming and screaming become one. This is the day. See it sparkle and shine when all I've lived for becomes mine. For all of these years I faced the world alone, but now the time has come to prove to them I've made it on my own. This is the moment, my final test. Destiny beckoned, I've never reckoned second best. I won't look down, I must not fall. This is the moment, the sweetest moment of them all. This is the moment, damn all the odds. This day or never, I'll sit forever with the gods. When I look back, I will always recall, moment for moment, this was the moment, the greatest moment of them.
Russell, that was just fantastic. And what no one here knows is you've been working with our contestants for the last couple of days. Tell us your impressions.
Well, what a lovely bunch of ladies. I can honestly say I don't think I've come across a more humble, considerate and just a lovely bunch of young women. They were fabulous to work with.
What else can you say, really?
What else can I say? Well, I'm thinking about the Tokyo thing, because you're off to Tokyo soon to perform Phantom of the Opera.
I am, and what you may not know is that the gentleman standing next to you will be joining me.
No.
He will. Well, we do have to have a hideous old disfigured monster, don't we? I'm kidding. He's going to play Christine.
I'm going.
Oh, Oh, they love each other, really, they do. They do. Ladies and gentlemen, the wonderful Russell Dixon.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
We all love you, Nigel. Okay, we've got one more thing to do here, and that is the most important thing of all. We're going to crown a winner. So, join us after the break. We will announce who is Miss Universe New Zealand 2013. That is coming right up.
Miss Universe New Zealand would like to acknowledge our sponsors. First and foremost, our Platinums. Citron, celebrating 100 years in 2020. Citron is style and flair. Cathy Organics, natural organic skincare. You've only got one skin, so take care of it. Arture, the very best from nature, will give you Medi-Spa results. JD Associates, specialists in graphic interior and architectural design, marketing and event management. The Pathamwan Princess Hotel, first-class accommodation in the heart of Bangkok, Thailand. The Hard Rock Hotel Pattaya, where they love and serve all. And ain't that the rock and roll truth? We thank our premier partners. Tourism Thailand experts, connecting Miss Universe New Zealand to the sights, sounds and adventures of Bangkok and Pattaya. The Raston Collection swimwear that makes you feel and look great. Sewtec, helping students into careers in fashion. Sewtec are creating New Zealand's design future. Sidney Eculla Couture, an international designer with a celebrity following. He's shown in Manila, New York and now New Zealand. Pageant Planet. Go to pageantplanet.com. They simply are the world's largest pageant resource. The Shakespeare Hotel in Albert Street, New Zealand's oldest brew pub. You might just find us there. Time now to go for gold. Beau Visage. What life takes out, we put back in. Luxury beauty treatments. Kingston's. Quantity surveying and project management. Lovely Smiles. Professional, non-laser, pain-free teeth whitening. Neagle Pure Skincare, energizing your skin against aging. The Samala Robinson Academy, dedicated to the finest standards in makeup. Te Karahuna, building capability and confidence. Prima Valet, creating style in modest fashion. And these are our silver. iLearn eCollege if you want to work in Oz. Petra Cyan Designs for that winning look in dance. Tariri 2 Farm Trust, farming for the future. Jeunesse Med Spa, making positive changes in a natural way. Solutions by, they're a strategic management planning team. And Web Tigers New Zealand for all our and your print needs. And here are our bronze sponsors. Apollo, Dream Centre, Morgan & Morgan, Peter Reynolds Jeweller, Casey Clinic, Live Sound, Murphy's Law, Robotic Hair, Hairjoy Salon, Hello Dental, Libby's, Matapuna Training Centre, Talks, LA Brand X, Status Mind, The Slumber Crew, and Roma Blooms. A big thank you to all our sponsors in Miss Universe New Zealand 2018.
Welcome back to this, the final part of Miss Universe New Zealand 2018. What a night it has been. We started out with all of our finalists. Very soon we will be down to just one winner, and that is just the way it is. You know what, I've thoroughly enjoyed being the host for tonight. Now, for the final time, I will pass it over to Nigel with the results.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, just before Sonia passes it over to me, please thank our wonderful host, Sonia Gray. Anishka, could I have the final result? Thank you. Oh. I have here the final rankings of the final 5. So here we go. For the last time, it's time for the final elimination. In 5th place, Nurul Shamsul. Nurul, of course, our first hijabi-wearing contestant ever in Miss Universe New Zealand. In 4th place, Jewel Harris. Jewel, of course, took out the entrepreneurial challenge and she took out the charity. And she has enormous support. We can't show it because we can't turn our cameras that way. But she has enormous support here in the auditorium. As we can see, extraordinary support, and it's an incredibly close result. Our second runner-up, that title, goes to Lucy Brock. So, with Lucy winning the second runner-up, we now come to the last 2. And I'll ask our last 2 contestants to stand in the centre of the stage. Now, if for any reason the winner of Miss Universe New Zealand cannot fulfil her duties, then, of course, the title holder will give it up to the runner-up, and she'll be given the chance to take over. The next name that I call will be the new title holder. The next name will be the winner of Miss Universe New Zealand. The winner of Miss Universe New Zealand is Estelle Kurt.
If you think you could be Miss Universe New Zealand 2019, entries are now open. Head to nextmissnz.com. This has been a Eureka production for Bravo.